That was a loud whistle. It's downpouring today. These rocks are slippery than shit. Just gotta be cautious. Notice we repeated the same area a few times. It's private land. And only one other person uses it. I bumped into him this morning around, I don't know, whatever, it was 2, 3, it's like 5 hours ago. And it's been downpouring the whole time, so we shouldn't see any tracks. From humans, at least, let's put it that way. That's what I'm looking for right now. It's really good to use. This kind of terrain. I want to know where that whistle came from. That was, if that was a bird, that was a loud, loud bird. And it came from back here. That tree's broken 2 spots. Healthy ass tree too. This is a healthy game trail right here. Look at that. I mean, boom, and then it hits the creek. There's nothing going across that creek. Nothing. It's gotta be a large animal. I'm assuming this is a deer trail, but I don't even see. That slide is crazy right there. It's straight mud. I don't know. I really don't know what to make of that. I want to get down there. It's not easy to get through this stuff. There goes a whistle. I think it was a bird. I think it is a bird. The first one sounded a little off, but look at all the water now. So much more water. This is the best part. Whenever it rains, these creeks and rivers, they pick up an insane amount. This one is gentle for the most part. At least at this part. It's a very narrow creek, but they do stock it. They stock it with trout, so it's got to be. There's got to be points of it somewhere where it's really where there's room to work. Alright. I'm going to take a break and try to tap in and put this away for a minute. So I was debating on going out on this slate rock here with the moss and jumping across. I've been across before, but not since winter. These look pretty. These look kind of purposely placed. Even down to that X on the. Oh. I don't know. Interesting though. That's where the dogs go down, right there. And then that's a little less steep, so that's how I use. I'm pretty sure that's what the guy uses too. When the dogs go down, they jump in here, so that's why I'm not really checking this spot too hard. You want to go beyond. There's a lot of stick litter. There's a lot. It's hard to say if that was anything. Most people don't go out in this weather. I am not most people. I want to walk the creek more, but this is very convenient. We do come into a neighboring property at some point up here. It's a ways in. You can't see it, but there's literally no way for me to tell. And that side, there's nothing. This, look at this. This is the best part about this one. It goes. That shit goes straight up. I mean, it's damn near. I would put it at. I don't know. That thing is steep though. I would not even try going up that. I would not even try it. You would just slide back down. You might get a little ways up, but eventually you would just slide back down. I've gone into some dicey situations. I can tell you right now, that is a pointless hill to climb, especially with all those pine needles. That's really what makes it most slippery, is the pine needles on the ground. All right. Come back down, footprint check. I just heard something bark. Like a grunting sound. Last thing I want to do is be between a bear and a creek. That's the last thing I want. Because there ain't nowhere to go except side to side. Forget it. Mostly the black bear around here don't mess with people, but if you stumble into their den, because you gotta keep in mind we're in majority no man's land, so all this is the only people that use this is the neighboring people here, and I ain't even rock toss. Something threw a rock at. It landed on another rock. You could hear it like. Might be coming into something here. I mean, as far as Sasquatch goes, they could be anywhere and everywhere if they want to be, right? But it's still fun to go poke around nature and see what we can see. I got you guys on ×1 because I'll show you. This has been broke for quite a while, but it's just not a clear image. That lens has been busted for a while. It's scratched or some, I don't know exactly. It just comes out super blurry. Can't see anything. So much stuff. All dammed up right there. If there was fish in this part of the river, you'd literally, like, at this depth you could see. It's a creek, I keep saying river. To me, most of them are called creeks up here. I have no idea why. It's just the way it is. Or kills. In some areas they call them kills. I don't know why. But the bigger rivers in New York, they call them kills. Like fish kill. Like, it's weird. I don't know what the reasoning is behind that. I'm seeing what I would consider some Bigfoot structures there. They're very subtle, small and subtle. A lot of bends. If something wanted to even walk, it could pace me and just walk right. I can't see. That's crazy. It's fucking weird to see. Damn, that tree comes all the way down. There's cut wood here, so somebody's been down here. what they're doing probably with that is somebody, I don't know why. Either they cut it. The whole tree was out though. If you look there, that's the roots and all. Somebody might have cut it, and then they were waiting for it to get seasoned. I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, like, we're coming up on something up there that it's very, very bright up there. Which means the canopy opens up. See, again, somebody's been here to cut this. A lot more bend tucks on this down tree here. Right, that tree died probably naturally. Something took that. It's about 5 feet towards us. Bent it that way and tucked it in. Boop. Yeah, we're gonna have to. There's a rock stack on top of those logs. Whoa! That was a huge tree knock. That was sick. That's somebody's sitting area. From where? I don't know, because you can't see. The houses are so far up. Like, even from where I start, I gotta walk back. I gotta walk back. Before I get to the creek. So even though we just had some activity here and I would love to proceed, it's one of the worst things you could do. Walk into somebody's backyard. I mean, usually they're really good about putting no trespassing signs. That's why I like this place so much. That side is not owned either by anybody. So, yeah, you can't really do much as far as going upward. It's damn near impossible to go up unless, there's got to be a way to get around them somewhere. But from here to go up, it ain't happening. But you could still probably, hug the creek and see what you could see. Pretty beautiful back here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll probably piece a few days together. Probably end up being like 20-25 minutes or something like that, because I only filmed. Oh, so this one's 15 minutes. Wow. Alright, so there's gonna be a little more than I thought. But, more often than not, I've been just experiencing even the camera. Or if I'm filming, I do film sometimes. I've just been keeping it for the most part. I got my reasons. But if you did swing by, you made it this far, I do appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed getting out in nature a little bit, even though, well, you ain't gonna get wet. You ain't gonna feel all this dampness. But the fun part is, it's better than sweating. Way better than sweating. And the weather did drop. Dropped quite a bit. It's a pretty bird, don't know what it is. Small one. There you go. What is that thing? Is that a baby? That's like a small woodpecker, it looks like. Tiny thing. Maybe 3 inches? I mean, that had all the markings of a woodpecker. Usually I see like red hoodeds and whatever. They're big, especially up here. I mean, they get some good eats. They are big birds. Big birds. Let's check down here. Got a feeling. Huh. For rocks, this is pretty impressionable. With enough rain, the water comes, I mean, all the way up. You could see. You could see it. Even down right there, you see the way that's dug out. Even here, there's a second ridge right there. So, at some points, it gets so overflowed that it actually comes up here. And that's what that second ridge is. It's small, and you can tell it doesn't do it everywhere, right? It comes down. Shit, this is a hefty game trail. I don't know what's using it. Something's going right in there. That was a loud noise up in the trees. I have no idea what it was. I'm not going to even try to identify it because I have no idea. This trail's all up and through here. I mean, you can see how steady this rain is. It's downpouring non-stop. I'm just so used to taking a beating from it. I do this so many times. I actually enjoy it, honestly. I don't mind it. Alright, well, I'm going to cut this off unless something spectacular happens. After that big tree knock a ways back, I mean, that was a smash. For a minute, I said to myself, oh shit, maybe it was humans, right? Maybe I stumbled across people that's, but why? Even if it was a poacher or anything, whatever, why wouldn't they just say, hey, private property or whatever, like just something? Why would you smash? It just don't make no damn sense. So, honestly, I know what it is. I don't really have to second guess it. When you make videos like this and put them out to the public, you kind of gotta just cover those angles. And the reason I do that is because you get a lot of people who comment, right? Afterwards, they comment, they have a lot of questions, or as they go, they have a lot of questions. So I like to cover everything in my thought process, that at least whatever I can think of. And if it helps somebody along the way, more the better. This is where I'm going to post up in a little while. I like this section. A lot of lush area. Then there's a pool down there. Can't really get to. There's a rock wall about 50 yards out. And those are definite property boundary markers. So I don't want to push that. And if you look at these 3 trees, they're all cut off. Boom, boom, boom. Seen that a few times. And looks like a good spot. Alright, we're out of here. I am wrapping this one up.